Very good morning, our dear viewers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're most welcome to the Tropical Hour on the Muslim channel. Allow me remove my mask so that I am a bit audible. My name is Johnson Galauzi. I am the head of retail banking at the Tropical Bank. And the Muslim channel has given us an opportunity for a full hour for us to share the good things that we have at Tropical Bank, to basically share with you how you can better your life by basically dealing with Tropical Bank. In there, we're going to have a lot of financial literacy. You know, learning never stops. We are all learning day in, day out. And just like it is always said, whoever believes they have learned needs to learn more. So Tropical Bank will always be here every Friday to basically share with you. We're going to have a couple of people from the bank to basically share with you how you can grow your business and also grow Tropical Bank. In there, we're going to basically focus on financial literacy. It is basically a world of sharing. All of us need to learn something new, and we also need to learn from you. It's not going to be a one-way form of communication. We'll also interact with you, we will hear from you, and also learn from you. Now, we will have different people who will be coming in on different days to take us through the different topics to do with financial literacy. Now, Tropical Bank is a 47-year-old bank in Uganda, one of the oldest banks in Uganda. We're owned by the Libyan Foreign Bank, that is the Libyan government, 99.9%. And then the balance of the 0.01 is owned by the government of Uganda. So we are a bank that has been around for the last 47 years, and we are still around and still going strong. We've seen all the regimes, we've been amidst the turmoils, and we have survived in there, and we are here to stay. Now, Tropical Bank is a typical Muslim bank. 80% of our clientele are Muslims, and that explains why we have partnered with the Muslim channel to basically reach to most of our core customers. Nonetheless, we are not a segregated bank. We allow everybody to bank with us. That explains why Johnson is here, talking about business that we do in the retail banking space, and very interesting. Of course, we will have the expectations from your side. We need to know that we are relevant to you. And then we'll also have the objectives of this show, basically to highlight how we're going to go around it, how we are going to empower you, how you're going to empower us to make sure that we grow business better, we give back to the community through programs like this one, and also to make sure that you're much better than the time you started watching this program. Therefore, allow me tell you about the objectives of this show in particular. Very important. Now, we have financial literacy. Like I indicated when we were starting the program, we need to be financially liberated. And that comes with knowing and understanding what is involved in finances. Now, we will share more about that. Colleagues of mine will come in here and also share and expound more, and definitely we will grow ourselves in that space. So we also need to enlighten you on how easy it is to access financial services these days. We have noticed that some of us are timid when people talk of banks. You think it's for a particular class of people. I have news for you. It is for everyone, and that is why we are coming to you to explain to you why it is important for you to have a bank that you work with, and in that case, Tropical Bank. And then we're also going to definitely share in terms of corporate social responsibility. What do we do to support the communities that are around us? For you who are watching from wherever you are, what will you benefit at the end of the day in terms of your community, in terms of the different individuals? And then it's also an opportunity for us to mobilize business. Truth be told, I will not lie to you that we've just come in to basically, share and so on. It also presents with an opportunity for us to mobilize business and definitely grow. And then also giving back to the community, because we are supposed to ensure that we give back to the community. Allow me wish all our viewers Juma Mubarak. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we look forward to, of course, sharing much more. Now, a quick snapshot about retail banking. People will be wondering, what is retail banking? Retail banking is typical banking, just like we have it ordinarily. We have retail shops, we have wholesale shops, and then so on. So retail banking looks at the nitty-gritty of banking, and that is where most of us fall. That is to say, we have consumer or personal banking. Now, consumer banking is basically about people who are employed, who get salaries. How do you get financially liberated when you're earning a salary? I have news for you. We're going to share about that. Then we have what we call the small, medium enterprises, or micro, small, medium enterprises. Now, these are the typical businesses that we run. Somebody around the corner who is running a kiosk, somebody who's trying to make ends meet, those who are in the middle class that we call the median, and of course those that have gotten to a certain level like the local corporates that we look at. We will be sharing how we can empower you in this tropical bank hour. Very important, you need to tell everybody around you to tune in every Friday at 11 to make sure that they're in tandem with what is happening on the ground, because the more you know, the better for you. And then of course sometimes we're taken advantage of because we do not know in particular what to ask for. Asking the right question is also very important for us as we do our business in our day-to-day life. Then we also have a bit of marketing and sales, how you can market yourself, how you can do sales. We have a whole unit that is in charge of that at the bank, and we'll be sharing what we actually do in that unit to be able to basically encourage you to also take that trend and see how you can leverage on the different marketing avenues that are available for your business, and of course how to grow numbers in terms of sales. We're not reinventing the wheel. This has been done before. All we are doing is reminding you about it and making sure that we progress in that area. Then of course we have the e-channels. E-channels are one of the way to go now with the new normal that we have now, where you do not expect anybody to do a face-to-face interaction with a customer even in your businesses. Now, until you buy into the e-channels, and the e-channels are pretty simple, like the e-commerce that we have. We're also looking at basically ATMs, you're looking at mobile banking, you're looking at internet banking, you're looking at online trade, you're looking at a couple of things that you do over the web, the World Wide Web in particular, for you to enhance your business. And then we also have customer service, very important. The only difference why anybody will come to you is because of the customer experience that you give them. There's usually two things. Why a customer comes to you is because they have a need and you have a solution. And until you become a solution provider, you have lost it in this business. Now, we'll be looking at how you can be a solution provider. Very important, because somebody has to decide, amongst, for example, 25 banks, amongst the very many competitors in your area, why would they come to you? The difference is in provision of the solution to their need. And whoever is responsive to giving solutions will definitely take that day. Then we have the new phenomenon of agent banking that most of you have heard of. Those who have not heard of it, I'll take some time and explain to you what agent banking is all about. We'll definitely have agent banking person coming in from the bank to basically elaborate more on that field, but I'll also give you a snapshot what agent banking is. Actually, agent banking is basically about accessing services next door. And now we have what we call the agent or the agents, our agent banking locations. Now these are just like the mobile money outlets. We have taken the services closer to the customer. So it means you can access your account, your banking services at the next door kiosk. It's the way to do things. Now, if you take an example of somebody who's so busy in their business, they no longer have the luxury of time to go to the bank, to line up, to put their money there, and so on. So now the banks have innovated. We have a couple of banks on the agent banking platform where you can go next door and you're able to bank. You're able to deposit, you're able to withdraw, you're able to pay someone instantly. And of course, that is made much better with internet banking and of course mobile banking, like I will share later on. Then we have the branches. Now, currently we have 14 branches at Tropical Bank that serve most of our customers. Now, that is also retail banking. I mean, where people go to access the services. So we really need to understand where your pain points are so that we're able to foster better business. Now, there's also an element of bank assurance. Now, this is also a relatively new phenomenon in the banking industry, where banks have taken on agency for doing insurance. Now, we all know our culture for insurance is not so good because we are typical risk takers as business people and so on. And remember, usually the higher the risk, the better the returns. So you find that people have not yet bought into insurance. And yet, you as a business person, you need to look at the risk profile of your business. Now, the bank partnered with insurance companies. We're not the ones who are doing the insurance. We are agents for insurance companies, and that's why we call it bank assurance, where we get to sell to you different insurance products that will save you. Somebody will be asking, what is insurance? Insurance is basically preparing for any unfortunate incident that may happen to you or your business. And in there, you pay a standard premium, and then thereafter, if anything happens along the way, you are basically compensated. It's a smart way of doing business. I know at given time we'll go in there and then share and then definitely find a way of doing it. Now, I go to the element of the expectations from your side. Of course, when we start interacting, when you call in and so on, we will basically look at your expectations. But from my side, from where I sit, I'm expected to deliver on basically financial literacy, which is learning and sharing. Very important. We are going to share. And actually, from where I sit, there is no wrong question. You ask and we'll definitely get back to you with the appropriate answers. Then we're going to look at the investment opportunities. What investment opportunities do we have? What investment opportunities are basically available to us? That is also very important for us. And then, of course, Islamic banking. Like I say, 80% of our clientele are Muslims. That is why Tropical Bank is at the forefront of starting Islamic banking in Uganda. We are at the finish line of getting the license. We have trained staff. We have a fully fledged Islamic banking department that is headed by Dr. Sulaiman Luja, a PhD holder from Malaysia. He has assembled a wonderful team that has been facilitated in terms of training as far as Malaysia, Bahrain, Dubai, Libya, to make sure we deliver once we get a clearance from Bank of Uganda. But nonetheless, even before we get clearance from Bank of Uganda, we have conventional products that are going to support customers who are not willing to deal with issues of riba and so on at all aspects. And the beauty about it is that we are more than ready. It's just plug and play, and we'll be able to deliver. But as we get there, that's why we always encourage. Because if somebody has been with you for some time, the moment you roll out, it becomes so easy for you to start with them. That is why we will be encouraging you to make sure that you come in and start a relationship early enough. So by the time we're told to start, doing Islamic banking, you're already part of the Tropical Bank family. And of course, we know you're also part of our Wakiso family, and definitely you're also part of the different clientele of Tropical Bank. I cannot forget to thank all of you, all our loyal customers. Even those that expect to become our customers, I can't fail to thank you for being good to us, because you're the reason the bank is still standing 47 years down the road, and we are still growing strong. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to definitely doing a lot with you. Now, we also need to look at, of course, investment banking. How are you going to invest wisely? There is no small amount of money that can't be used to generate revenues and make your life much better. That is what the Tropical Hour is going to be about. The investment options available to you. And like I usually share with the people I interact with, there is nothing that is cast in stone. Tell us what you're doing or what you intend to do, and we'll tell you. Based on the experience we have gathered for the last 47 years at Tropical Bank, we'll be able to share with you. Sometimes you need not go through certain experiences because other people have lived those experiences for you. Sometimes you need to sit back, pick a lesson from where people burnt their fingers, because we're usually part of that journey, and then springboard the next level in terms of business. We are also going to talk about the alternative banking channels. I have sort of hinted about them at the beginning, the alternative banking channels. Ladies and gentlemen, Wakiso family, everybody who's watching, if you do not change with the tide of business, then you're going to have a bit of a challenge along the way, because the new normal is you can't afford to be in every place at every time. You need the alternative banking channels. That includes the internet banking, where you can transact in the comfort of your home, your office, basically pay, get paid, and then also do a lot of trading online. 2, we have agent banking that I've spoken about, where you can access banking services at your next door kiosk conveniently. And of course, we also speak of how you can make money by being an agent of the bank, because for every transaction you do, the bank dips into its pocket and then definitely pays you for that. Very important, ladies and gentlemen. Then we have mobile banking. I remember way back when we started mobile money, and there's a difference between mobile money and mobile banking. Most of us took it for granted that why would I carry money on my phone and so on. Believe you me, trend and time has shown that you really need to be mobile with your finances. And that's why we've come up with innovative applications in terms of mobile banking. The Tropical Mobile Banking app, USDD code *214#, where you're able to have your bank account in the palm of your hands. You can be able to pay utility bills, you can be able to move money from your account onto mobile money, you can be able to basically transfer across accounts within the bank and outside the bank. You can be able to also do a lot of things using the mobile app. For example, there is also learning in the app, instant learning by a click of a button. Location of branches is also available in there, and of course, it's an opportunity for you to have convenience in the palm of your hands. Then, the savings options that are available to you. We have accounts, like I said initially. We have accounts that are going to encourage you to save without compromising your religious beliefs. And this is very important, and that's why we are at the forefront of doing Islamic banking. So we are not reinventing the world. Now we have products like the Trophy Hijra account. This is an account that doesn't attract interest, but it helps you to save in preparation for your Hijra over a period of time. Of course, once in a while we also sponsor some of our customers to go for the Hijra, but it is an obligation for you to fulfill that pillar by definitely starting and saving for it early enough. And of course, when Dr. Luja comes in, our head of Islamic banking, he will elaborate more. But of course, I'll keep on sharing over time and what we can basically do along the way. Then that is the Trophy Hijra account. We have the Trophy Savings account for those who do not want interest on your account based on what you have saved with us. It's a transaction-free account that is supposed to encourage you to basically bank more with Tropical Bank. And the benefits are enormous along the way. Then we also have cash flow management. Very important. We are going to have models like the funnel model as we are doing financial literacy. The funnel model, of course, I'll give you a sneak peek in it just to encourage you along the way. The funnel model basically talks about your income and expenditure. We all know the funnel. It is huge at the top. It's just like a cone. Your income base should be like the top of a cone, and then your expenditure should be like the bottom of a cone. The bigger part, of course, just like you use it when you're taking ice cream, is when it is on top, and then when it is down under. You bring in a lot, but your expenditure is definitely as minimal as possible. Then we have online marketing and sales. We'll also take some time off. How you can be able to basically trade online, how you can be able to make more money online, how you can be able to empower your sales team that goes out every day, even yourself as a salesperson, how you will be able to definitely grow your business. The Tropical Hour is something that you should not miss at all. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break at this and then get back to you thereafter. Thank you very much, Wakiso family. Thank you very much, the Muslim channel. Thank you very much, our customers at Tropical Bank, and those who intend to be our customers. We are waiting for you. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Muslim channel and the Tropical Bank Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, I am more than happy to have you back after that short break. We are talking about Tropical Bank and how we can basically grow our businesses, how we can basically work together to enhance our businesses in every area. Now, Aristotle, I'm quoting him, said, excellence is not an act. Excellence is what we repeatedly do. Therefore, it is not an act, but a habit. Those are some of the quotes that we will be sharing to better us as customers of Tropical Bank, as prospective customers of Tropical Bank, and as business owners, as salaried employees who are willing to get to the next level. And that is going to be very possible during the 1 hour interaction. Like I indicated earlier on, financial literacy. What will be the components of financial literacy as we work with retail banking, as we work with Tropical Bank, as we definitely work with the Muslim channel? Stay tuned. Make sure that you book your time early enough for us to basically interact, and it's going to be a sharing session. How to use your money to make more money for you. Very important. How do you send your money out there to make more money for you? What are those experiences we have collected from the customers that we have dealt with for the last 47 years that can create a learning platform for you so that you do not go through those challenges and that experience? How do you differentiate your business from another business? Because we all know there is no business that is done in isolation, unless if it is a monopoly, and of course it has strings attached. How do you differentiate your business from other businesses? Why would somebody come to you? All those questions are going to be answered in the Tropical Bank Hour. Do not fail to be part of it. Of course, we'll be streaming live. It will be recorded. You can replay it and pick a lesson from it if you're busy at that particular time. We will have different segments in the program. We will have investment planning. We will have a bit of the dynamics of lending, that is to say fundamentals of credit on that side. We're going to have something on customer service, how to wow your customer, how to give an amazing experience, how to give a wowing experience, how you're going to basically move from point A to point B. Ladies and gentlemen, it is said, if you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, you're practically mad. Are you insane in what you're doing? What has gotten you to where you are is not what is going to take you to the next level. That is why it is important that you tune in and understand why you need to do things differently. Otherwise, you'll be like a madman. He keeps on marching in the same place, but expecting different results. So, that 1 hour will be time for you to definitely pick a leaf from it. And then finally, as I close, I want to thank you very much for tuning in and looking forward to interacting with you, with the other team, as we definitely share a huge package from Tropical Bank. Allow me now also switch to Luganda for our some of our viewers, so that I am not only inclined. Basebo ne banyabo, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Twebaziza nnyo okubeera ku Muslim Channel, okusobola okwogerako nammwe ku bintu ebikwataganya Tropical Bank. Tropical Bank erina ettuuli ebaleetedde wano ku Muslim Channel okusobola okubayigiriza engeri gye munaasobola okukozesa essente zammwe n'okusobola okuzitereka ate okubakolera essente endala. Temye ku munno nti Tropical Bank emaze okubatuukako wano ku Muslim Channel buli Lwakutaano, tusobole okugabana ku bintu eby'enjawulo ebiri mu Tropical Bank. Tropical Bank banka yammwe, banka yaffe, banka yammwe, era mugiwagidde okumala emyaka 47 nga mutuwagira, era tusaba mutuwagirire ddala mubeerewo. Tugenda kwogera ku ngeri gy'oyinza okukozesa akasente kakatono ne kakufuukiramu akasente akangi, engeri gy'oyinza okukozesa banka okukukolera ssente, engeri gy'oyinza okutuma ssente zikukimire ssente, engeri gy'oyinza okutambuzaamu bizinensi yo nti esigala ekyakola ki ekyakukolera. Kikulu nnyo, tuli wano kugabana, era njagala kubeebaza n'okubaagaliza juma ennungi ennyo. Tubaagala nnyo abalamu baffe abaagala, mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Tulabagane ate ku Lwokutaano olujja. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala.